Hello again, and welcome back to the SWRA podcast. This is your host, Maggie Lazar. This is episode number 16, I believe. I hope I'm keeping up with the numbers. I probably should stop saying the episode number so I don't get myself all messed up. But I'm so glad you tuned in today. Um, as you know, the three pillars of this podcast are aging, wellness, aging, wellness, and wisdom. And we want to stick to those three pillars, right? So today it's about age. Well, let's do wellness today, wellness. And the reason is I just read a clip about the incidence of cardiovascular disease in the US that after all the money that is spent on research, new treatment modalities, new medications, focus on wellness, like people are walking more, exercising more, and some are trying to eat better, but yet, we are still dying from cardiovascular disease, meaning diseases of the heart and blood vessels. And the two most common culprits would be a heart attack or a stroke. Now, we have other issues in cardiovascular health and disease. All the blood vessels can be affected for whatever reason. But those two, I don't even know what to call them. People are continuing to have heart attacks. People are continuing to have strokes. All right. So now that we've told you how bad it is, and November is a month that has been designated as Heart Health Month. So what we want to talk about today is, now I already told you how bad it is. Now you want to know, where do I fit in this picture as an older person? Some of you already been affected. Some of you may have had some TIAs, trans ischemic attack, like those little mini strokes, or transient ischemic attack, or you may have already had a heart attack, or you've had issues. So when I used to teach CPR, we used to talk a lot about the incidences. That means how prevalent is the disease in a particular population. And I was convinced, and I'm talking 30 years ago when I did that, that the environment, the system was really responsible for a lot of the issues, of the incidences of heart attack and strokes in certain populations. In fact, I forgot what I read. It said when I was in grad school, and I should have written that down. It says, tell me your zip code, and I will tell you how healthy you are. That kind of hit me hard because if you are poor and you don't have access to health care, you don't have access to medication, to good, healthy food, what do you think is going to happen? So as long as we have disparities, as long as we have inequities, and America is on top for that in terms of how we treat people who we're considering less than, who have less than us, no insurance, no access to a doctor, we will continue to see those statistics and those numbers. And it is a travesty. It is sad to say the most, the richest country in the world, but yet we continue to have disparities and incidences of heart disease and cardiovascular disease. That is so sad. But anyway, that's all I have time for today. Next time we talk about wellness, we want you to focus on where are you on that continuum. And if something has happened to you already, what can you do to mitigate the complications and prevent further decline? All right. So I know I was a little bit all over today, but I want to start you thinking along those lines that, again, like we say, wellness is a continuum. It's not one thing. If you have heart disease, it's only one thing. So we're going to have to look at you holistically to see what do we need to change. All right. So go out there, be a good human, be a healthy human. How about that? Start moving, start walking, start doing something. Come on, chop, chop, chop. You can join us, be a member, and you can join us here on the YouTube channel on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 8 a.m. I get you moving, and I'm moving with you. All right? Have a beautiful day. I love you. God loves you. Au revoir. À la prochaine. Bye.